Hey everybody, thanks for being here on Northern Life. A very happy Wednesday to you all out there. We got Briggs and Hunter. I am Ryan.
Rock and roll.
That's it. That's the show.
That's it. Good night, everybody.
Have a great day. See you at 6:30. Catch us on YouTube.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's been pretty wild just how nice it's been outside, how many times that we're able to get outside now. Summer's finally here, and now we've got some like almost 90-degree temperatures moving in this weekend. I, as a relatively big fella, am not a fan of the heat. I don't like the heat.
No, 90 is a little extreme. I live in my best life around like 75, 80 degrees, but 90. We haven't seen 90 in a minute.
No, it's been ridiculous.
I'm a big fan of like mid-50s and 60, slight breeze,
sure.
That type of weather.
Couple clouds here and there.
When I'm laying in my bed looking up at the ceiling wondering why it's still so hot, it's a problem for me.
I can't sleep.
It's tough. It's tough. Well, hey, coming up on today's show, we got some relief here. The new Minnesota State Fair foods are out. We're going to put them head-to-head in a little would you rather type contest. So we're going to be debating which of these delicious and in some cases odd foods we'd rather eat.
I had a lot of fun poring over those this morning. Very fun to look at. Then later, Rachel Hackbarth is back on this Wednesday testing another product. This one is pretty interesting. She tries out a unique way to put on sunscreen, one that's supposed to be helpful if you don't have anyone around to help you. So we'll be the judge of that, I suppose. And I have a question, you guys, for dog owners out there.
Okay.
I'm curious if anyone has experience with this. Over the 4th of July, we were visiting my husband's family in Eagle River, Wisconsin, and we brought the dogs with, our lab, CJ, and the 2 other golden doodles there. They love to swim. They love to jump off the dock. But here's what Harry did the whole time. You're going to see he just chases CJ down the dock, and then he just stops. He just stops, and it barks at him. And I was like, why don't you like to swim? So he wouldn't jump in at all, wouldn't even put his feet in the water.
Wouldn't walk in either?
No, he wouldn't walk in, and it was pretty warm out. So I thought it had to do with maybe like his fur being super heavy when it's wet. But then yesterday we saw those Newfoundlands being lifeguards.
You're right.
So I just don't know what to think. And Adam Lorch told me yesterday, our chief meteorologist, that Cosmo hates swimming too. Won't even swim around at all. He had to bring him in a life jacket, and then Cosmo ran back to shore.
Really?
Didn't want to swim. And so I'm just wondering if anybody knows out there why.
Why that's the
Why
reason.
is that the case? Does your dog not like to swim? I don't know.
Yeah, go for it, Hunter.
Well, I wonder if it's not based more on just individual dogs' preferences. I don't know, it's not like his whole, obviously, like you said, the Newfoundlands, they swam, they were just fine. So maybe it's just a random thing that happened when they were a puppy or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like all dogs should know how to swim and love how to swim.
I thought it was like a lab thing too, because CJ is a chocolate lab, Cosmo is a black lab, and so I was like, whoa, that's very different, or very interesting that one lab loves to swim, the other doesn't.
Maybe it's just like humans, though, you're talking about, too, because, maybe, there's some humans who don't want to get wet and they just want to hang out on the side in their lounge chair, taking in the sun. You know, Harry's a good-looking dog. Maybe just wants to make sure he doesn't mess up his hair.
There we go.
I don't like getting my hair wet either.
It takes a lot of work,
He says, I know how long it takes for my hair to get dry, so good for you, Harry. Well, speaking of swimming, we've all heard of that common folktale about how you should wait at least 30 minutes after eating before you go swimming, but apparently it is a myth. That's according to health and hospital experts saying it's not dangerous to swim within 30 minutes of eating. So back in 2011, the American Red Cross reviewed 50 years of scientific literature about eating and swimming, concluding that eating before swimming is not a contributing risk for drowning and can be dismissed as a myth.
I always wondered if maybe it would just cause a side ache, and then maybe they were worried about kids throwing up in the pool or something.
There was that one SpongeBob episode. Did Patrick eat before he went in the pool? Because he got a Charlie horse. Yeah, he had ice cream and he got a Charlie horse and then needed SpongeBob's help. So I think as a kid, that's what I thought too when I thought about eating before swimming.
Yeah, I remember though sitting on the the edge of the pool, the edge of the lake, being like, oh, you gotta wait a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm just looking at my non-existent watch at the time. Yeah.
I think as a kid too, I imagined that the lifeguard would know or have seen me eat before that 30 minutes was up, and as soon as I walked towards the water, they blow the whistle at me. So
get
out of the pool, kid.
See, my grandpa had a pool growing up, so we'd go there for summer vacations, and he'd have parties all the time, having all sorts of food out, and literally just get out of the pool, eat, go back in the water. So I've been testing that theory for a long time, and it's been working out so far.
Yeah.
So there we go.
The research shows.
Yep.
Well, do get get a little cranky when the temperatures hit 90s? I do, yes.
Yes.
If the extreme heat is having a negative impact on your mood, you're not alone. In a new Yahoo News YouGov poll, nearly 2,000 American adults surveyed said yes when asked if extreme heat affected their mood. Most people surveyed said that extreme heat made them feel tired, followed by frustrated. Others described their mood during extreme heat as angry, anxious, confused, and sad. Interesting.
I feel my adjective there would feel like trapped. You know,
Sure.
I feel trapped when it gets that
Claustrophobic.
hot. Yeah, because in the winter, I love piling things on. And so when it's so hot that you can't do anything besides find a place that has air conditioning or shade, then I just feel like I have nowhere to go. And maybe that brings about anxiety, like other people were saying.
That's kind of how I feel, though, in the winter. I feel trapped when it's so cold, you know, because you're like, you don't want to go outside. You just feel trapped inside.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
See, I've always had this argument with my family who a couple of us run cold, a couple of us run hot. And I'm like, you can always put on more layers, but you can't take off, you know, there's a certain amount of layers. So I try to run the car cold and the house cold. It's like, put on another sweatshirt, but I can't, you know, you don't want to see me walking around and nothing on. I don't know.
Hey, how about movies? We're looking to get out of the heat this week. There's some big time movies in theaters right now. A Quiet Place Day 1 made $21 million for third place over the holiday weekend. It was followed by Inside Out 2, who lost their top spot, but they did bank another $30 million for second place and a staggering $534 million total domestic. And it was a strong start for Despicable Me 4. They are still making Minions with the movies with those Minions.
Sure, yeah.
The latest entry in the animated franchise debuted with $75 million.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate those Minions. I do love the Minions every single time I see
do
them.
too. That's why I dressed up as one for Halloween.
You're right!
And so I'll have to bring that costume back. But I'm excited to see that one. It looks funny in the commercials.
I like it.
Coming up, a closer look at the State Fair foods. Welcome back, everybody. The Minnesota State Fair is just about 40 days away now. I know. And
Hustling here, yeah.
People are getting excited. I know Ryan here is a big fan of the State Fair. Are you a big State Fair guy?
I try to go once every 5 years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people, but it's fun.
I hate crowds.
Yeah.
I like the food.
It is really good food.
And the excitement's even higher now that the Great Minnesota Get Together just announced the new foods you can find there this year. So we thought it'd be fun to put some of those dishes in a head-to-head matchup, deciding which ones we'd rather eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. First up, we've got beverages, although one is a little bit more of a dessert. We've got cotton candy iced tea on the left side of your screen there, and a brewed butterfly pea flower tea sweetened with natural flavor and cane sugar. It also has edible glitter, a rock candy swizzle stick, and changes colors too. Pretty impressive.
Golly.
Colors.
Yeah.
Is it $30? What?
It might be. It did not list the price. That's
goodness.
going up against the sweet corn cola float, and that one includes sweet corn ice cream with whipped cream, popping candy, and a house-made frozen caramel. So Seth, if you could put that picture back up so we can see that one more time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the second one. I'm gonna go with the sweet corn
You
cola.
are?
I think the cotton candy's too sweet. I think they lost me at the change in color. But the handmade or homemade caramel, I think sealed my vote.
you
there
hearing
in
yourself,
matchup
though?
one. I think I don't defend cotton candy.
You're gonna. I'm
let's
not
see
eating.
your argument.
I'm not eating corn ice cream. What is corn ice cream?
Yeah, that
Do you like
part was
corn?
weird.
I do love.
Do you
corn.
like ice cream?
I do love ice cream.
Well,
Why not
that's it.
blend
It
the
could be
two?
good.
Maybe I won't knock it till I
Do you
try
like
it.
soda?
I do like soda.
Oh, there-
Do you like caramel?
But what was it? But Hunter doesn't like the Italian salad or pasta salad.
exactly.
He likes everything in it, but
True.
not combined.
all the
so-
ingredients. I'm all for all the ingredients, but put them together. It's not my thing. So I'm going number one.
You like the certain elements on the table, but you don't like all the periodic table of elements.
They don't always mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no song for it.
No, there isn't.
Okay, for that second matchup, we got appetizers to talk about. So on the left of the screen here, you're going to find a ham and pickle roll-up on a potato skin, including 3 fried potato skins filled with a blend of sour cream, cream cheese, chopped pickles, and ham, topped with potato chip crumbles. That's versus deep fried ranch dressing, which apparently is exactly what it sounds like. It is served with a side of hot honey sauce. I'm going to have to go with the left.
Yeah.
I love ranch. I like cold ranch.
Sure.
Anything room temperature or hot, I think you have lost me.
That's my concern with this one too. It's just going to spill right out. The ranch is still wet. I don't understand.
I find it funny that you need the dipping sauce for the dipping sauce too. Like you got a side of, want to have a
Why
side
not have a side of ranch?
Exactly. That's kind of weird, but I'd try them both for sure. But I'd go ham and pickle roll.
I agree. I love anything with pickles on it, and I've loved the fact that the State Fair has continued to go with the pickle theme.
Yes.
You know, there was the pickle lemonade,
True.
which I didn't get to try. The pickle pizza, which I have had elsewhere because I haven't been to the fair in a couple of years, but that looks pretty
Here's
good.
the thing, break open the deep fried ranch thing over your ham and pickle roll up there.
Get both.
Get
No
the
one said you
combo.
Get
couldn't.
both of them. No one said,
Way
we're
to
not
go.
stopping you.
No, there's no rules here. But we got another matchup here, and this time we are judging main courses. First up, the Wrangler Waffle Burger, which is an all-beef
Yeehaw.
patty. Yeehaw, everybody. Signature Whataburger patty melt sauce layered with American cheese and served in a caramelized onion-infused Nordic waffle. What? That sounds amazing. And we're going to pin that up against, of course, the buffalo cheese curd and chicken tacos. Those are fried buffalo-flavored cheese curds and chicken topped with blue cheese slaw, drizzled with buffalo sauce, and served in all fried flour shell. That looks amazing. Both look really good. What are you guys going to go with? Let's see.
I don't like blue cheese, so I'm going to go with the waffle burger thing. And just because that's so unique, too.
Yeah.
Like eating a burger and a waffle, never even considered such a thing.
Yeah, I think they're pretty even in my eyes, but I think having the cheese curd and the chicken and the blue cheese and the buffalo drizzle on the tacos, I'm gonna go with that.
It does sound good.
Yeah.
I'm getting them both. I can't pick. They both sound really good. I might just get the one
Put the taco,
thing.
shove it in the
Put
patty.
it in the patty melt. Why not? That sounds
Right.
really good.
Why can't the waffle be the wrapper for the taco shell? I mean,
Oh,
Brilliant.
year.
Switch them.
Yeah.
Switch the two. Finally, we got desserts to talk about. So on the left side of your screen, wait. Am I pointing the right way, Seth?
There you go.
I think we're backwards.
inverted.
You'll see, listen to this, the Patata Frida Focaccia-wich. It's kettle chip flavored ice cream sandwich between focaccia bread topped with a blend of honey butter, kettle chips, and herbs versus the Chile Mango Whip, which is mango dole soft serve topped with chamoy and, I wish I could say it.
Tangine?
Tagine?
Tagine, it's the...
whatever it is, it's spicy.
It's the spicy, yeah. Patata, because it has a cooler name, I'm going to go with the Patata Frittata Focaccia.
You want
Wacha
chip
Wich.
flavored ice cream on bread?
Patata Frittata. Tomato. Focaccia Frittata.
I commend you for reading all that. by the way. That was
Good
impressive.
job.
Yeah, that was tough. I think I got 80% of it accurately. But, I'm going to go with the Focaccia one.
Okay.
So the other one's spicy?
I think so.
Yeah, no, I'm going the first one.
Okay.
I gotta.
And because you have to get at least 2 desserts while you're at the State Fair, we're doing a second round for this category. Here we have the Cookie Butter Crunch Mini Donuts. Those are vanilla flavored mini donuts coated with vanilla sugar. Then we got the PB Bacon Cakes. That's thick cut bacon dipped in pancake batter, grilled, and then topped with peanut butter, whipped cream, grape jelly, and banana chips. So creative.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the first one.
I'm going both. But why the first one now?
Because the other one's just pancakes mostly.
Sure.
True.
Yeah. I can get pancakes anywhere.
With bacon on it.
With bacon. Whatever.
Coming up after the break, we're judging a new product aimed at making applying sunscreen a bit easier.
Welcome back, everybody. Whether it's applying sunscreen or lotion, there are certain areas that are difficult to reach.
Yeah, the Appligator? Appligator?
I think so.
It's a tool that
Appligator.
it promises to help you never miss a spot. And Rachel Hackbarth is going to put it to the test in this week's Does It Work?
Working at a spray tan salon, Zoe Winfrey knows all too well about the difficulty of applying lotions and tanners evenly. She's helping us test out the $14.99 Appligator. With its built-in roller and long-handle design, the makers say this will help you easily apply anything from sunscreen to self-tanner to areas like your back, neck, or feet.
It seems promising and that it would work.
Our Appligator includes this detachable silicone roller. The device is supposed to work with virtually all standard spray cans and any lotions if you follow these steps.
Open latch, tilt applicator to 45 degrees, insert spray bottle, align spray caps front to opening.
Zoe finds this spray bottle does easily fit in the Appligator as advertised, and it is sturdy.
It doesn't feel like it's gonna go anywhere.
Now all that's left, pointing and aiming the device and pulling on this trigger.
Yeah. And like back of the legs.
Those are all areas that Zoe says are normally hard to reach, but with this attachment, she's able to. It's enough for this salon manager to say the Appligator works.
Yeah, I think this would be great, especially for the back.
For Does It Work, I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
I don't know if I believe her. She didn't seem like she was too passionate about it, honestly. And it just looks weird. Like, you still have to rub it in.
Oh, yeah.
And getting that thing even to the back of you might be very difficult.
How do you make it even? There's no way to make it exactly even.
Here's the other thing too. Even if you say like I aimed it at my back, how are you going to know you hit every spot?
Yes.
Yeah.
You need a friend.
You need a friend.
I think no matter what, you
or
need
a stranger.
Yeah, or a stranger.
Don't be shy. Just ask someone on the beach. It's fine.
Good way to make friends.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Say hey. I don't want to use the Appligator. Please don't make me use this.
Yeah. Also, I think aren't paint rollers cheaper than that? So you might as well just buy a paint roller and roll it on yourself.
It would cover more. It would honestly cover more ground.
It would.
Than that tiny thing.
Mm-hmm. Or if you don't want someone else touching you to put your sunscreen on, you could just give them the paint roller. They could roll it on your back.
There we go.
Or you could put the paint in like the tray for a paint roller and then put your back in it.
Just rub your back in the like
Genius stuff. Yeah.
pig wallowing in the mud. And just,
I don't know. Just you want to make sure you're protected. If you don't have a buddy out there, or maybe throw it in the bathtub. I don't know, and then like put your back out.
that works.
We'll talk about it later. We'll
Talk about it later.
We'll come up with a product for that, just for you folks out there. Well, apparently, you're going to need more than just some sunscreen to protect you during this next event. So the Running of the Bulls is underway in Pamplona, Spain. The event occurring every year around this time with 6 Spanish fighting bulls, along with 6 steer running through the streets. More than 1 million spectators watched thousands of runners on a half-mile course over 8 days, and sadly, 6 people were injured on the first day of annual bull run. But despite a large turnout, the event is met with pushback from animal rights activists who say it is cruel to the animals made to take part in it.
I think it's cruel to the people who participate.
Yeah.
Like, that looks
It's-
absolutely terrifying.
I'd rather use the Appligator than have to run the...
Same. And they look at those bulls, like they don't go slow.
No, they're running as fast as they can.
They're cooking.
I'd say only 6 injuries is a pretty good day on the bull run.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then some of them wear red, and the bulls don't like red, right?
Oh, exactly.
Apparently, that's a tragic video.
What are they doing here?
Yikes.
I'd rather, even dogs running at me, kind of scary sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. So a bull, I'm gonna back up. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah.
Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at what we have going on during tomorrow's show. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we go today, we want to let cat lovers know it is the day to celebrate. Today, National Kitten Day. So July 10th every year is set aside to observe all the fluffy adorableness. I think there's a reason Briggs gave me this in the prompter. The adorableness that is kittens.
We know Ryan doesn't love kitties.
I'm also allergic, but if you don't already have your own little fur ball to cuddle, head to a shelter to adopt or foster one. Or you can start volunteering with a kitten rescue if bringing one into your home isn't quite an option. There's also that new cat cafe here in Duluth called Wired Whiskers. I have heard great things about it.
Yeah.
I probably will not attend due to my allergies.
Makes sense.
But it's hard to be mad at those cute faces.
I know,
Yeah.
they are cute.
Until they start knocking things down on you.
Right. That's true.
We talk a lot about dogs on this show, but if you've got a cute cat, you want to share a photo with us, email it.
Yeah.
Send it to us on Facebook.
Send it to
We'd love to
Briggs.
see some kitties.
Send it to Briggs.
Ryan's allergic through the computer even.
Please don't. Please don't.
And coming up tomorrow, Ryan here has been putting many, many hours into getting ready for his big show, which opens this week. 9 to 5 kicks off at the Duluth Playhouse this Friday and runs for the next couple weeks. If you want to get some tickets to see him on stage, he's going to talk all about what it took to prepare for this show coming up tomorrow.
It's been a lot of fun, a lot of work, and a lot of talented people, and I believe my friend Allison will be in studio. We're going to talk about that process.
Nice. We'll talk about it tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern